I recently hosted a dinner party for 11 of my friends, which meant a little strategic prep so I could actually relax and be present once everyone arrived. After some much needed caffeine, I started the day by setting the table. I had grabbed this pretty bouquet from Wegmans and divided it into these little bud vases for centerpieces. It was definitely a bit of a tight squeeze for the 12 of us, but luckily we were able to make it work. Then it was time to really get started in the kitchen. I had made these pecan brownies the night before. They're gluten and dairy free, and so is one of my friends, so I wanted something she could enjoy. Everything on the menu for the dinner party actually had gluten and dairy-free options, so if you're hosting someone with those restrictions, you might want to save this video. Since the brownies were able to fully cool overnight, I cut them in the morning, and then I made a cookie cake as well for a little belated birthday celebration for one of my friends. It still needed to be decorated though, so I whipped up a quick buttercream in the stand mixer, and then it was good to go. For a simple but fun appetizer to snack on, I made a festive little spread board using a pumpkin-shaped plate. One side had hummus, cucumbers, and roasted red peppers, the other had goat cheese and apple butter, and I had some cranberry and pita crackers to go with it. This was so easy and yummy, and I think I'm gonna make it again for a Friendsgiving I have coming up. I wanted a fun cocktail, so I went with one of my favorite fall drinks, which is an apple cider margarita. I made a big batch so I could just keep it in the fridge until later. On the glasses, I did a cinnamon sugar rim, and for a garnish, I had some of these dried oranges that I had previously made. I knew I wanted to do a cozy soup, so I made a roasted butternut squash bisque. Once I popped the veggies in the oven, I got working on my harvest salad. This has so many nice textures and flavors like shallots, apples, dates, parsley, walnuts, feta, and then I make this sweet and tangy balsamic vinaigrette. You likely already have all the ingredients to make it, and I like to throw everything in the blender to make sure it's extra smooth and creamy. The timing worked out perfectly because as soon as the salad was done, the veggies were ready. Using my immersion blender, I blended them with broth and coconut milk until it was nice and smooth. And honestly, I wish you could taste this. It was so delicious. I kept the heat on low to keep the soup warm, and then I prepped my breaded chicken cutlets. I popped these in the oven about a half hour before it was time to eat to make sure they were nice and hot. Once they were done and all my friends were here, I was able to sit, relax, and enjoy this beautiful meal. Oh, and with Cooper supervising, of course.